Good morning, welcome back to another episode of the vlog. Actually, good afternoon, just after 12 o'clock. Today's not really a cycling vlog, it's just more of a outdoor adventure type vlog, I guess. I'm down in the Mournes with my mate Steve. We're going to go for a bit of a hike up through the Mournes just for a couple of hours, take some photos, and then I'm going to go camping this evening. The other purpose for this little micro adventure day is because I bought a van. Now, with the cost of diesel going through the roof, buying a big diesel van probably wasn't the smartest move in the world, but there we go. I bought a van just to try and have some more adventures, different things like that, and I'll talk more about that later on. But yeah, we're going to camp in the van overnight tonight, and then I'm going mountain biking tomorrow. So that's us ready to go. Gonna quickly change into my hiking gear and then head up into the mountains for a couple of hours. It's been so long since I was hiking in the Mournes. It's just such a long trek to drive down, but I really should do it more often. Got a bit windy there, so I'm ducking down to talk to the camera so that I don't get all the wind noise. Yeah, no, I should come down more often. It's always Steve that makes me come down. Say hello, Steve.
Hello.
Stephen's always the one that convinces me to come for hikes in the Mournes, and the plan today is to hike up where?
We're doing what I think is one of the most underrated, or not even underrated, it's just not even known, 5-6 mile hikes in the Mournes, and that's the Sea Fins, which are two small hills. We've already got up Short Sea Fin, and then there's Long Sea Fin, which is just up there, and then Rocky Mountain, which is kind of boring, but it's good to tick off. But what's more interesting is once you get down the other side of the Rocky Mountain, there's this like rocky, I don't know what you call it, buttress, outcrop, crag called Hare's Castle. You've heard of Hare's Gap, this is Hare's Castle, and you can get right up on top of it, and it's quite interesting because you can see right down into the Annalong Valley, and you can see the Annalong River going along, so I think it should be quite good for photography grams.
If you want to know more interesting facts about the Mournes and more great locations to go check out in the Mournes, places to hike, I mean, don't follow Stephen's YouTube channel, it's useless, like there's none of that information there. I am joking, of course. Steve's YouTube channel is incredible, with loads of kind of cool outdoorsy stuff around Northern Ireland and a lot on the Mournes, so go give him a follow. I'll put a link down below. We're halfway around the side of Rocky Mountain now, so we've come up to things that Steve told us about, little sea fin, short sea fin, long sea fin, and we've come round the side of Rocky Mountain.
It's round sea fin.
Round sea fin.
Round sea fin and long sea fin.
So we've come round sea fin.
Then we come over round sea fin.
We've come over round sea fin.
Long sea fin.
A long sea fin. And
we're bypassing Rocky Mountain.
We're bypassing Rocky Mountain, and we're going to go down this way to Hare's Castle, and then we're going to follow the Annalong River, which is down there. We're going to follow the Annalong River back down to the van. I need you to like hound me to do this more often. It's incredible.
Yeah. I haven't been up here in a month. I nearly come up too much because I was training for that race in Scotland. I was up here once or twice a week for about 5 months, and I haven't been in 2 months, and I didn't want to come, but now that I'm back up, I'm like, yes.
down high to the mountains. That was a good hike. So, oh, I don't know, I can't see my watch. About 3 hours-ish?
Yeah, we're bang on. It's another 20 minutes out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's...
Alright, so we have another 20-minute walk.
This is quite a long walk.
Okay, so we have a 20-minute walk. 20-minute walk along the road, and then we're back at the vans. Okay, that is us back down at the van now. That was 10k, well 9.69k, 3 hours 45 minutes, and was great crack. Really enjoyed that. Thank you, Steve, for the guided tour in parts of the Mournes that I haven't been in before, so that was good. So
tell your friends. Not
yes.
that I do guided tours. I have actually thought of like doing a mountain leader course, then charging people extortionate amounts of money for tours in the mountains.
Why not? Why not? As I say, go follow Steve's YouTube channel for more mountain type adventures. Now it's time to get back in the van and head to our campsite for the night. I can't tell if that's gunshots or fireworks. I'm hoping it's fireworks. So that's us at our campsite for the night in Castlewellan Forest Park. I was going to do a whole piece about the van and stuff tonight, but it's actually kind of dark already. There's not much light left, so I'm actually just going to get some dinner. Maybe chips, I don't know. Gonna get some dinner, that kind of thing, chill out for the evening, and then I'll talk to you in the morning about the van. Here's hoping I actually sleep well. That wasn't the worst night's sleep I've ever had. I actually slept reasonably well in the van, which was surprising. It wasn't too cold. It did rain during the night, which was quite loud, but yeah, it wasn't too cold. I did have my big kind of winter Arctic sleeping bag, so that obviously helped. But yeah, successful first night in the van. So I'm up. Steve is away. He's away to do a race and vlog a race in Belfast today. So I'm up, I've had breakfast, I'm having my morning coffee. I still haven't addressed the question of why did I buy a van. With the cost of diesel going through the roof and you know, everything getting more expensive, buying a van's probably a little bit silly. But why did I buy a van? I want to do more little trips like this where I do a night away somewhere. So yesterday obviously I was hiking in the Mournes, and today I'm mountain biking at Castlewellan, so I can come down, I can sleep in the van, and have little adventures like that. I also want to kind of introduce my kids to adventure and going on little days out. We always like going on days out and you know, little car picnics and things like that. But this kind of takes it up a level, and we can hopefully do more stuff as a family. Even if the weather is a bit wick, we can still head out as a family. And use the van for little family adventures and different things like that. I also hope to drive to France in it maybe next year on holiday. I think it would be a really great kind of accessory along with our tent for a kind of a camping holiday for a couple of weeks. So there's many different reasons that I've bought a van. Obviously I'm into cycling, and one of the things I definitely want to do is try and explore more places around Northern Ireland and the UK and maybe even further afield, and the van will hopefully help in doing that, so I can go different places, ride different places. That's kind of the idea, without having to worry about getting a bike rack loaded onto the back of the car and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully it just makes little adventures and little trips like that a little bit easier. So the van that I've bought is it's an older van. It's a 2010 Volkswagen Transporter T5. It's short wheelbase. It has kind of 3 seats in the front, and then it has kind of a bench of 3 removable seats in the rear, which is really good. That means that, again, I can use it with family, but those seats can come out if I'm doing something just myself and want to get the bikes in or whatever, so that's really good. But I do need your help and your advice, especially any of you van owners, any of you other kind of cyclists who have a van. I'm not going to do a full camper van conversion. I'm not going to turn this into an Instagrammable luxury camper van. That's not my aim. But I do need your advice on what is the best thing for me to do here. So like I say, I want it to be able to be used for the family of 4, but also to be used with my cycling buddies sometimes, or to be used just for myself to go on cycling trips. So it needs to have, I guess, at least 4 seats. And it needs to be able to sleep a couple of people. I mean, ideally, if it could sleep my whole family for one night, that would be ideal. So it's 2 adults and 2 young kids. That would be amazing. So, yeah, what I've done so far is I've built, just out of MDF, a couple of sort of bench seats for the side at the back. And then I can put slats up the middle of that and to turn it into a bed. But because it's a short wheelbase and because I have the 3 bench seats, there's not a whole load of space. So any tips or any advice there for what I can do would be great. But yes, as always guys, thank you for watching my vlog. I really appreciate it. Like I say, if you have any van advice or anything, just leave me a comment down below. I'd really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified on the rare occasion that I post a new video. Right now I'm going to finish my coffee and get ready and go do some mountain biking.